Hi there.
Hi.
Hi, Deb. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good.
Shelley?
Yes.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Good to see you. Thanks for coming out today.
No problem.
Awesome. Okay, so first things first, can I get a good email address for you?
Let's use drthrall@gmail.com.
Okay. I'd like to email a summary
Yeah.
of the lesson to the students of the completion of the lesson. So
Good.
just be looking for that here in the next day or so.
Okay,
Well,
good.
awesome. So tell me a little bit about your game.
I've been golfing for about probably 15 years off and on. I didn't start until I was older, and so one of the things that I'd like to work on with you, I'd like to be more consistent. I'm not consistent at all. I am getting a little
Okay.
more distance on things, but I still have a lot of beginner stupidity, I think.
Okay.
And I don't know how to do hard shots at all. And
Okay.
the trap defeats me. You
Okay.
know, I
So
get
you're
into
having some problems. I know we decided to
Yeah.
we wanted to work on short game today, so
yeah.
primarily out of the bunker.
Well, people
But-
tell me it's supposed to be the easiest shot, and I get in the bunker and my brain turns off, I think. And so I know, I read about it, and I know, but I'm one of those people you need to show me and tell me
Okay.
before I understand.
Okay.
So,
So you're more of a, when you say show, you more of a visual learner?
yeah, I need to, and I need to feel it. You know, I need to feel what's going on. Because I've read the book, I've read Harvey Pinnick, I read the golf magazines, and then I go out and look at the picture and it doesn't do anything.
Okay.
So that's why I said I'm going to go to a real pro.
Okay. And so you feel like you can read it, but it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. You really need to be put in that position.
Right.
You feel like you're more of a movement, like it needs to be put in movement.
Well, I can't.
Words are okay, but the light bulb doesn't really come on
doesn't come on.
until you actually feel the correct movements.
Because I can't seem to make my brain and my shoulders and my hand and my heart, all of it come together. When you read about it, it says put your hands here. So I do that, but then where's the rest of it? So I need to feel it. Repetition, I think, showing me drills would be good.
Okay.
You know, and
We'll talk about that today. So
Super.
that'd be great. Okay. So what do you do? What do you do for a living?
I run a foundation.
Okay.
I was a teacher for 25 years, and that's why I was telling you the way I learned, because I know some students could learn by reading, and some could do it by hearing, and some you had to show them. And I think I'm one, I have to be physically watching, feeling it.
Okay.
It's called, kinesthetic,
Aesthetic.
verbal, oral, that kind of thing. I can't really learn very well just by reading something.
Okay.
So,
That's helpful. Okay. Any physical limitations? Aches, pains beyond?
well, I am
normal?
almost 60, so. Yeah, I have a bad right shoulder. I've had 2 surgeries on it, but it's working pretty well. It's been about 5 years since the surgery, and I just take good care of it.
Okay. Any
Uh,
pain when you swing?
No.
Okay.
No, not really at all. I'm really
Okay.
lucky there. It's just something that's going to be with me forever. I had a rotator cuff surgery,
Okay.
and so, but I've come back from it pretty strong.
Okay.
And otherwise, other than, an ache here, an ache there, but I just
Water
take
break.
ibuprofen, and it seems to work pretty well.
Okay. Ibuprofen. Okay. Great. So if at any point today, if we change anything and it starts to give you pain, just let me know so that we can back off. Obviously, don't want to injuries.
Okay.
We will. Now, one thing I really encourage my students to do, and I don't know if you do this or not, but I always recommend that you do a little bit of gentle stretching, even when you're taking a less than full swing. Do you stretch before you come out and practice?
I stretch on the range I try and stretch generally, and I stretch in the mornings just in general. When I get
Before you
out of bed,
okay.
I stretch, because
Good.
at my age, that's the one thing I've read that you should do always is stretch. Even if you don't do any kind of exercises, just to get everything working in the
Exactly.
morning.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
yeah,
Okay.
and here
Well, good. So you've done a little bit of that this morning?
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So just, I learned the hard way a couple of years ago, and went down on my back after somebody asked me to hit a shot for them without warming up, and yeah, my back went out, and I went from upright to flat on my back.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Yeah,
but
I
you feel good and warmed up.
And
Just
I
general
do-
stuff like that is good.
I hurt my back. Gosh, it's probably been 5 years ago. I was just sitting in a chair, and I turned to talk to my husband, and my back went out, and that's when I also redoubled my efforts to make sure I'm loose, because otherwise it doesn't take
So
much.
and it takes a while as we get older for those injuries to heal up. So okay, so do you work out some? Do you walk? Do you
I walk.
You do
I
walk?
walk, and I play golf.
Okay.
I don't.
You walk when you play?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't.
That's awesome.
I don't go to the gym. I probably should, but I don't. I garden. I do a lot of work in the yard, so that's.
Okay. So
kind
you're
of
active. You move around a lot. Okay.
Yeah.
Any other hobbies besides golf?
I love to garden and I love to sew. And I play the piano, which is all upper body. It's not heavy lifting kind of thing, but with sewing, you're moving your arms and moving the material and things. And that's helped with my shoulder flexion. So, and then the piano, you're moving up and down like this all the time, and that's helped with my grip on my hands because I want to make sure my hands stay
Yeah,
flexible.
exactly. That's important for sure.
And cooking, not much else.
Cooking?
I love to cook.
I'm not very good at it.
I'll have to share recipes with you.
Other sports?
Nope.
Nothing?
Nope.
Okay. A lot of
Nope.
times I like to kind of make references to other
No.
sport activities and things like that, but okay. Okay. Great. So I just want to check your clubs real quick.
Okay.
Now, did you have these fit for you?
No, I think they were, I bought these because they were like recommended. They were the ones that for my height
Okay.
and the grip, because I have really big hands. And
Okay.
so for a woman, I have really good sized hands. You know,
Okay.
I have long
Yeah.
fingers.
Yeah,
and so
I do
they-
too.
And so these fit really nicely. I played pings before and those were, I think they were orange dots.
Okay.
And then I switched over and I bought this, my husband bought me a pair on, sat on sale.
Okay.
And I was ready for some new ones that were heavier, and so these were recommended. And I
Okay.
really seem to be liking them. They
Good.
seem to be good.
Yeah, I
clubs.
mean, these are standard ladies, 45 grams. It's a pretty lightweight shaft.
Mhm.
Your average height, so the length should be fine. So, well,
Yeah.
good.
They seem
Awesome.
to work. And I kept my old Ping Woods. I bought those. Those are probably 10 years old.
Okay.
And
Still
I
like them?
seem to be doing pretty good with
Okay.
that. And then I've got a couple of little hybrids that a guy over at another golf course recommended. And we got those hybrids and cut them down a little bit, and I really like those. I've got like a 6 and I don't know, I call it a 9. I don't know what it is. It's a 26 degree. So, but yeah, I like my clubs. It's the game and the swing. It's not
Yeah.
the equipment. It's the operator.
It's a tough game. There's nothing easy about this game. So.
Yes.
But that's, I think, that's part of the challenge and why we all keep coming back. That search for, not for perfectionism, but for rewards. And it is. It's just one of those games. It's addicting,
It
It's
is.
very addicting. So,
Well, it's a beautiful place to be. It's a good exercise, especially walking.
Yeah.
I've got a really nice cart, and I push my cart. It keeps the exercise, because the older you get, the harder it is to stay in shape. And so I've made a commitment to walk as much as I can. And that seems to help. And so, yeah, it's not the equipment. It's me and consistency and remembering all the myriad of details of this game. It looks so easy on television.
exactly. Well, they do make it easy. They
Yeah.
work awfully hard.
Yeah, well, I still work, so.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's a little different for those of us. Okay, so let's talk specifically about your goals. Have you thought much about what you want to try to accomplish long term? Maybe a few months or so down the road. Do you have anything upcoming, any upcoming tournaments or anything? Even maybe looking a year from now. Anything that you're wanting to work towards?
Well, I would really like to consistently shoot in the 90s. I've only done it a couple of times, and generally what happens to me, I'll go along and I'll go bogey, double bogey, bogey, double bogey, and then I'll have a 10. I'll get in the trap like this, and I'll
Okay.
have 4 out of a trap.
Oh, okay.
Or I will wing it so badly, and I'll hit a tree, and then I don't know how to get out of trouble at all.
Okay.
And so I'd like to long-term be down into the 90s consistently to be able to hit the ball where I want it.
Okay.
That's consistency again.
Sure.
I played in a couple of tournaments this year and was the worst player on the team because it was a team of 4 or a team of 6 or 8 or something. And I'm tired of being the worst player because I know I can be better, but I'll blow up. I'll shoot a 10, and in the tournament I make hard a 12. I went out to one, and it was a shotgun. We started on a par 5. I didn't warm up good. My head wasn't in the right place, and I started with the 12 on a par 5.
Okay.
Well, from
That's
that
hard
point,
to come back.
you can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
So
And that's, that happens. There's a mental aspect to this game for sure. sure.
Right.
So,
I play on a scramble team, and we've played about 5 years, and we go to semis all over the country. And I'm the worst player on the team, and I want to get rid of that. They always say, "Oh, you can putt," and I'm tired of being the
tired of being the putter, the
I wanna-
designated putter.
I'm the
huh?
designated putter,
Okay,
and I want
okay.
to be somebody that throughout the game they can depend on me for
Sure.
things.
Yeah.
Oh, she's here and she can hit that shot, rather than, you can putt, we can get
Right.
So
Okay. I
that's
gotcha.
part of it
Okay.
too.
So it does sound like you're wanting to get better, wanting to improve, willing to put some time into it.
Yes.
To get better. That's awesome.
Yeah, I've made a commitment to try and practice at least once a week and try and play at least twice a week, even if it's only 9 holes. At least get out.
Good. Good. Okay, so you chose to work on bunkers today.
Yes.
Now I heard you say you want to develop some consistency in your game. I'm assuming that you're talking about making sure that obviously we can eliminate those 3 and 4 shot bunker holes, right? That
Yeah.
those can really defeat you, and they can.
know.
I mean, those can shoot your score up really quick if you're doing that very often. So, I mean, if we had to set a specific goal for today, I mean, if we could get the majority of our shots out, right? That
Right.
sounds like that would be
Right.
a pretty good goal. I mean, I don't know on average on a, on an 18-hole round, if you're hitting it in the bunker, 3-4 times. I mean, are you able to get it out a few of those times in one shot, or is it pretty consistently a couple shots in there?
It depends on the height of the bunker. I don't know if I told you, but I was lucky enough to go to Scotland, and some of those bunkers are just over your head. I mean, it's impossible on those.
Sure.
And even if I was far enough back that I should have been able to get it up in the air, I would still bang it into the side of the bunker.
Oh, and those are tough. Those are tough
So
bunkers too.
if it's a high bunker like this one, which is why I asked if we could sit up here, I will hit it there. Now if it's shallow, I can pop it up
so
and
if it's a little
out.
bit lower, but
If
when
it-
you have to go up and
up and
over, that's when
over,
you're having trouble. Okay.
And
So
I have
creating
it
some
to
height.
Get some height on it and
Okay.
landing it, because if I hit it like I normally do, I'll either bang it straight in
Okay.
or it'll be in that tree back there.
Okay.
I don't
Okay, so
know
we've got
how
some
to
misses
do.
that are short and in the bunker, no trajectory, or you'll hit it kind of
It's
thin
gone.
and over and like kind of airmail it. Okay.
Yeah, and just
Okay.
it's gone.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so anything like this kind of thing, it scares me actually to come in and look at
Okay.
this.
So
And
you can
that's
kind of
not-
feel some anxiety even thinking
Oh, yeah.
about hitting it up and over. Okay. So one of the things we want to make sure we're doing is we're breathing, right? We've got to start breathing better. If we're creating some anxiety on the golf course, you get in there and you're tight and you're tense, that kind of throws everything off. So we want to make sure that we stay relaxed. So just something to consider when you're on the course. Make sure that you're taking some breaths. You want to see yourself being successful, right? You can't walk into a bunker expecting to hit a bad shot, right? You got to start
Yeah,
expecting something good to happen. Now, there may very well be something wrong within your swing that we can fix today that would help.
Okay.
And that might alleviate some of that anxiety and all that. And hopefully that's what we kind of pinpoint today is what is it that's causing the anxiety? Is it more mental or is it more physical? Or is it a combination? Right?
Yeah, because I do walk into a bunker going, oh no,
Mm-hmm.
and it's hard, and all right, just hit it as hard as you can and see what happens.
Yeah.
Which is kind of how I play bunkers. So.
Okay. So we gotta walk before we run. So let's look at it. Let's take a look at what you do in the bunker. I just really for these first 4 or 5 shots, I just want to observe what you do.
Okay.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm not ignoring you. I just want to see where you're at,
Okay.
and then I'll make some recommendations.
Okay.
Sound good?
All right.
Go ahead and
All right, and just
pick out
set
a
up.
target. I think if you want to maybe aim for that white flag, just so you have some frame of reference. That would be great.
Okay, that would be the bang it into
Okay.
wall version. And I tried it. I've read that you got to kind of get behind. Okay, just do it, right? Do the wall version. All right, you want me to hit it from
Yeah, hit a couple more.
All right.
I want to get a feel for where you're at.
So obviously not in the right place.
Okay. All right. So I see a couple things.
Right.
First things first. I think we want to address your setup. Okay.
Oh.
We need to
Okay.
make a couple of changes there. I'd like to see you get a little bit more weight on your forward foot, on your forward leg. Okay. So and we need to get you to open up the stance a little bit. So what that means, you don't know what open stance is we want your body actually aiming a little bit left of the target. So if that's your target, this white flag is your target, we want your body aiming a little bit left. Now, that's what this line is going to represent.
No, I see it here.
You were this close, yeah.
Okay.
So I want to have your body open and the target line is going to be here, right? Closer to line with target, okay? And then one of the things I noticed is you don't take any sand when you hit these. You hit just the golf ball, right? You weren't hitting any sand as you entered, right? You were just hitting the top of the ball. So what I would like to do is work a little bit on your point of entry. So what I want you to do is I want you to take some practice swings. We're not even going to use a ball right now.
Okay.
I want to check to see where your point of entry is. Now, this line is where I would like you to enter the sand. Your golf ball is going to be somewhere here. Okay? So about an inch to an inch and a half ahead is where your ball will be. But for right now, all I want you to do is practice hitting that line, and let's see where you're at. Okay. So your ball position needs to be, probably a little bit more forward. So you might want to pull this foot back just a touch. Okay. Almost as
Oh, and then here. Oh, that's different.
Right. Okay. So we're going to enter the sand here. Okay. And then we're going to take out about a patch of sand, about the width and the length of a dollar bill. Okay. About like that. So I want the sand. I want you to blast the sand out, but I want you to enter basically right here. The ball's going to be a little bit ahead of it. If there were actually a ball there.
Okay.
Okay? All right. So put a little bit more weight on your forward foot. Now it's good. All right. All right. I think that would have been pretty good. Now we took some sand, so fantastic,
some
right?
sand.
Before we were just hitting the ground. So,
No,
or
because
hit the
you
ball.
can see where it was.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
just- But I didn't know about this part.
And then yep.
And that's more.
That's good. Yeah. So we entered maybe just a little bit behind it, but I still think your ball would have gotten out of the bunker. Okay. So go ahead and just keep working up. I know, just kind of keeping your body parallel. Go ahead and work up the line this direction so we can see where. That's fine. That had sand.
This is nice sand, by the way.
It is nice, isn't it? Yeah, we just replaced it.
Beautiful.
It's nice and fluffy.
Okay, I missed that.
Yep. So we entered a little ahead of it, right? So that might have been one of those toppers, maybe one of the ones that we hit and hit a little bit too far over. Okay. All right. So keep working up that line. Okay. Open your club face just slightly for me. Okay. This will help the club slide through the sand a little bit better. When your club face starts to get a little close, which yours does, it has a tendency to create. Okay. So when you open it, then that club will slide a little bit better, more freely through the sand. Okay, we're just trying to slide the club through the sand underneath the ball. That would have been okay. A little bit across,
A
yeah.
little bit. This is interesting to see it. when
Your
you do
pat,
it like that.
a little bit across, yeah. You want to keep that club face here. Right there. Hold that club face open. You don't want the club face to do this, okay? The club face never closes when we hit a bunker shot. It should stay open all the way. Okay, that's what helps you create the height, okay? So if you're struggling with the ball low, you're closing it, you're de-lofting it, right? So you're taking the natural loft of that wedge, which is probably, that sand wedge is at about 56, and you're lofting it down. So no wonder it's been hard for you to get that ball in the air.
Yeah, because I've been doing
Yeah, closing it. Uh-huh. Yep.
in this direction,
Yeah.
just like a regular.
So here's a good analogy. Pretend you have a ham sandwich sitting right on the face of your club. Okay. You're gonna rotate that face. That face has got to stay open, so that sandwich can stay on. You want that sandwich to still stay on the face. Now, if you go here, it's gonna fall over. Yeah.
If you go here, it's like follow.
So you want to keep it. You want to hold that sandwich up on that face the whole way.
See, this makes sense to me. This makes sense to you. Because otherwise, if I come here,
Right. If that club face is shutting, right? That's a lock. You drag it down, and it's not going to get out. So, all right, couple more, and then we're going to put some golf balls in. I think you took your eye off. I think you took your eye off of the line. So when you're hitting these shots, you want to make sure that your eyes are staying right over the point of entry. The point of entry is where your eyes want to focus. You don't want to focus on the ball. You're not trying to hit the ball, right? So when you're doing this, the golf ball's here, but you really want to be entering, right? You want to enter right where that line is, okay? I think sometimes when we're hitting bunker shots, we look at the golf ball and then we end up not taking enough sand. Okay, let me rake that. Let me rake it, get you a better lie. And then we'll have
Well, I was just, see, I could have read that all day and it wouldn't have made sense. But seeing it and feeling it, like when you push it back like that.
Okay,
Draw the lines.
line here. This is for your body, so you're aiming about 20 degrees or so to the left of the target with your body, and then your club face is going to be more out. That may be just slightly right of it, but but basically in that direction, right? So where before, right, you were in here.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I need all. What's better if you have a golf ball? Okay, so we're going to hit so.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, there. All right, so I'm kind
So
of.
you're addressing, you're going to address the line, right? So you're going to start with your club right here. This is where you want to enter it. Right? Start with the club face over. Move forward. All right.
Actually, I got hold of my shirt. That's it.
Okay. We won't count that
We
one.
won't count that one.
Do overs.
Some weird thing, just as I went, it caught hold of my shirt there. All right. Okay, so it's just a little bit left.
Better.
That went up
Did you
in
get the
the
sound
air.
of that?
I went up in the air, yeah. And I can see
Yep.
where it went out.
Yep. Just by opening that club face a little bit too.
Okay,
That
and then-
really helps. And then to keep it open and to have your body open also, right? Because when you close, right, you can't create an outside to in path, right? So you're coming too much from the inside, too much on top of it. But here, with just a slightly open club face, your club's coming a little across, right? You're cutting across it naturally. You're really not thinking about cutting across it, but it's just, the path just comes a little across. That helps create height. Okay?
Cool.
All right, so open that club face. Awesome.
Forward. I hit the
No sand.
ball.
Yeah,
I
no
hit the
sand.
ball.
Uh-huh.
I did
Yep,
not
so you
hit
want
the
to
sand.
splash again under the little box. All right, I want the sand within that box gone.
And
Sound.
the sound good.
Yay.
And I got rid of the dollar bill
Dollar bill.
sitting behind.
It's gone.
That worked. It worked. Yes,
Open
and I
body.
can do it.
Stay open. You're getting
Because
starting to
I'm
get a
hitting-
little close in your feet. There you go. All right, take that dollar bill out.
Oh, look at that.
Hey, right idea. Just don't think you quite completed your backswing on that one. It looked like you kind of cut it off a little bit short, right?
But it went up, and I got two of them out.
Yep.
And I didn't bang it straight out here, which is my favorite spot to hit. And then you trudge up there and you hit it again.
Hit it again.
And hit it again.
All right,
Okay,
keep
look.
that face open. Little bigger swing this time. Take all that sand out. Going just a little bit deep.
So, now, is that just
Okay.
a matter of
yeah.
learning how deep?
Yeah. We just want to take a little less sand. I still want you to take all the sand out, but don't go quite as deep with it. Okay? So you're going to just feel this club sliding and just taking out that top layer, right? You're just getting the top layer. So you don't want to do anything. Yeah.
Still too deep. Okay. But at least I know
Yeah.
now.
So here's another thought for you.
Yes.
Okay? Try to carry the sand in the box up onto the face of the bunker. Okay, so I want to see sand fly. I don't want the sand to just stop here. I want that sand to go all the way up. Okay? We need a little bit more energy going this way and less straight down. Does that make sense? So make a splash of sand. Strive to get it at least up to the side of the bunker, maybe all the way onto the green. Open the club face a little more. Good. All right, throw some sand up there.
I just hit it. Just hit the ball. Yeah.
Okay, ham sandwich. Get that, right? don't try to release the palm. Okay? Hold it open. Don't close the face.
Way This is going to take some practice.
It is, but
It's okay. Oh, I
take a
know
couple
I need
practice
it.
swings without a ball for a few swings here. Just want to see the sand up on the green. Okay, well,
But it's
not bad.
not that
Actually,
bad.
I think that would have been fine. There you go. It's just a little sand. Okay? Just trying to saw off that top layer of sand. Right, so that's just when we get a little too close to the ball, right? So you know what I think every practice session for you should start with? Working on that point of entry.
Wait a minute, you're doing the line?
Doing the line and perfecting, getting to where you can enter that club
Right
to
on
that
the line.
line every single time, right?
So drawing this, drawing
Yep,
this.
you could even do this. You could draw out 2 lines,
Yes.
okay? Enter here, take out all the sand between the 2 lines. Okay?
And this is an angle.
That's your body.
That's
Yep.
the body.
That's your target line. You got it.
Oh, I
Aim
like
up.
that.
Okay, now get parallel to the line that you drew. You're getting closed again. Pull your right foot up and your left one back. That's it. Good.
Well, and I have a tendency to do that.
Okay. Swing doesn't look bad. Looks pretty good. Keep it open. Oh, look
Oh,
at
that
that.
went out. Yippee!
did it.
Yippee! Okay, I'm done.
Okay, now look.
I'm a genius.
You took out the sand.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
you can see where it kind of went in
Right.
here.
Yep.
And I took the top out.
Okay, so for drills, we're going to write down
Draw
2 lines,
2 lines
okay, about
Yeah.
6 inches apart.
here.
We're going to enter at the first line, and we're going to take out the sand all the way through to the second line.
And then this one comes at about a 20-degree
Yeah, 20
angle.
degrees open.
Okay. And this opens.
Butt face opens. And let me make sure that we set with our weight forward. Just a touch. That's it. Fantastic. And that face stays open.
And ham sandwich it.
Ham sandwich it. That's right.
But from there
You got it.
to there.
You did great. Awesome.
Well, you can tell I
Fantastic.
needed it.
You did, yeah. But now you have some things to work on, okay? And,
I like that.
Gosh,
That
if we
makes
could start getting out in one, how much more fun is this game going to be for you?
Well, it'll take like 8 strokes off my game
Yeah,
right there. Because if I get in a trap, I mean, at one point I was in one in Carnoustie, and I finally just started laughing because there was just no way.
I know.
I
It's just one of those things, you know,
Yeah.
and those are tough. But fortunately in Albuquerque, our bunkers aren't nice.
Yes, they are.
So nice to meet you.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Shelley.
Dad. Good to see you.
All right.
Mhm.
You take care.
You too.